Hey, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Grab a hold of that vine, swing right on in my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Hey there, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to the kitchen today because I'm going to sit there and show you another quick supper that you can quick assemble real fast. And we're gonna do it in our Instapot. So, with that all being said, we're gonna sit there and get started right away. Let's go through the star ingredients. We have some homestead whipped butter, Parmesan cheese, minced garlic, sliced prosciutto, 1 farm fresh egg, at least 8 ounces of you're supposed to use fettuccine, but I don't have any, but I do have spaghetti, so I'm substituting the fettuccine for the spaghetti. Pepper, and then some water. So, let's go ahead and open up the lid to our Instapot. Let's remove the lid, push saute on, and now I'm gonna grab a package of prosciutto. We're gonna open it up, and I'm gonna cook it up in the bottom of my Instapot here. And we're gonna fry it up until it's nice and crisp. So I'm just gonna grab a smidgen of oil to lay down in the bottom of my Instapot insert. So let's add some oil. Don't need that much. Just a smidge. Your prosciutto will come like this, and it's supposed to be really super thin, and it usually has a piece of plastic that's separating. Now just go ahead and throw it on the bottom of your Instapot. I'm gonna grab another one, and you're just gonna want to fry it up to it's crispy. And watch it closer because it can go and turn real super fast on you. And keep frying it up until it turns like bacon does. Let it get its little crisp on. And here's most of it already cooked up. That's how I want yours to look like. Like I said, just like bacon. But you gotta watch it real careful. It's like I said, it can go from a hero to a burnt 0. And nobody wants burnt prosciutto. Now, I'm gonna sit there and take 1 cup of our water that we need to cook our spaghetti noodles in, and we're gonna deglaze the bottom of the Instapot. And also at this time, I'm gonna grab my chicken bouillon. I have my chicken bouillon, add a tablespoon or less. One teaspoon of the dried minced garlic, a tablespoon or two of your homemade whipped butter, or what I like to call my homestead butter. Okay, and 1/4 teaspoon of the black pepper. Grab your spaghetti noodles, break them in half. Now remember, we already have 1 cup of water down on the inside of our insert of our Instapot. Okay, now when I add my noodles to the Instapot, I go all in one direction with one hand, and with the other hand I go the opposite direction. Now I'm gonna grab a spoon. I'm just gonna kind of push the noodles around to get them all laying flat, because you only want to add enough water to cover the noodles. So I'm gonna grab 1 more cup of water, and let's add that. I think I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup more. So here's a 1/2 cup. I'm gonna grab my spoon, and I'm going to just give everything a good twirl. Now, you may ask, why did I use the chicken bouillon? Well, I like layers of flavor, and for one, you're gonna be cooking in water, so if you're gonna be cooking in water, you might as well sit there and be cooking it into some type of a stock. You know, whether it be stock that's made from beef bouillon, or the tomato bouillon, or the chicken bouillon. There's a mushroom bouillon. I could keep going on with the bouillons. So like I said, give this one last final twirl with your spoon. You don't want no pasta sticking to each other. Now, I'm gonna grab my Instapot lid. We're gonna put the lid on, we're gonna lock it in place. We're gonna come down here, we're gonna cancel, push the manual, and because I'm using spaghetti, I'm gonna sit there and cook mine for 6 minutes. So while our pasta is cooking, I'm just gonna push this off to the side. I brought a bowl over. We're gonna use that measuring cup that we use for our measuring out the water. Now, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna break my egg into the bowl here, and I'm gonna break it all apart. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna take the fork from here. I'm gonna bust up the yolk, and we're just gonna scramble it. I mean, you don't have to overly scramble, just break it apart. Now, with our measuring cup, we're gonna measure out 3/4 cup of the Parmesan cheese. And talk about just making it. I just had enough. That was a close call. So now I'm gonna add the Parmesan cheese to my egg, and we're gonna mix that all up. And now I'm just gonna sit there and grab my prosciutto, and I'm gonna take it over to the cutting board, and I'm just gonna sit there and rough chop it. Now when I say rough chop it, I just sit there and place these right on top of each other. Now I'm just gonna come down, cut it right down the middle.
Wow.
And then we're just gonna cut it up into little bite-sized pieces. So I'll be back when I'm all done cutting up the prosciutto.
Then what are you gonna do with them, Ma?
Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. Now, I gotta steal back the homestead butter because the old man grabbed it on me. And now I'm just gonna give a tablespoon of the homestead butter to our Parmesan in our egg mixture. Now we're gonna go ahead and mix that all up. Okay, let's go ahead. Mix this all up. 'Cause we only have a minute to go. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, set that off to the side. And there she blows. Now, we're gonna come up here and open up our steam valve and release all the pressure inside of our Instapot. More or less, we're doing a quick release. I believe all the steam has been released, so I'm gonna open it up away from you so that way you do not get steam burns.
That's right, Mama.
Grab our Parmesan and our egg mixture along with that 1 tablespoon of butter. First, I'm going to just come in here and mix up our noodles. Now, you're going to want to add a little bit of this. I don't know if it's showing up. Hold on, let me reposition the camera. Okay, I hope that's a better view. You're going to want to take a little bit at a time, stir it all in, incorporate that before you get another spoonful or forkful of your Parmesan cheese with the egg. Like I said, a little bit at a time. You do not want to scramble your eggs. You want to sit there and have it create a really thick, luxurious, creamy sauce. Like I said, a little bit at a time.
Yep.
And while we're going at it, I'm going to come down here and hit cancel. Because my sauce is getting real nice and thick. Add some more of that creamy mixture. Oh my God. I'm gonna keep adding it. And here's the last of our Parmesan cheese. Okay, now that we added the whole bowl, you know what comes next. Yum, yum. So I'm just gonna sit there and dump that all in, and we're just gonna mix that all up. As soon as it's all mixed up and in, it's time to eat. Gotta work fast because my battery's going dead. And there's a bird's eye view. I'm gonna quick fix up a plate, and hopefully I'll be able to get this video all the way edited tonight. So if you liked what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, go up, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatins'. Y'all come back now. You hear?